I think it's important to note that the educational program was built based on what teacher administrative recommendations were, many conversations, and then around this excellent educational program, a building is created. So it's not the other way around. It's not you build a building and retrofit the educational program to meet the building. And that's to everyone's credit, because that is, as you said, it's no easy task, and that's how it was done. So as a result, we get this very nice two-house facility. So I think the staff at the high school, all of you and the staff at the high school deserve a lot of credit for putting all those hours and hours into all of those reports that you came up with.
Kenny?
Bill, wouldn't you have any idea, do you have any expectations about when we're going to get the actual drop-dead money from the state and everything else? Absolutely, what is it?
You mean in terms of when would I produce the
How much
finance
money
plan?
we're going to get, percentage, baseline, everything?
We, right now, we have our percentage for this phase of the project, which is 61.26%. As we produce the financial plan, I think that the MSBA is going to give us a new rate, which would be no lower, but probably, I think I feel safe in saying, probably be a few points higher than that. And
You feel
we're
safe
hopeful
to say it won't be any lower?
won't be any lower than that.
If I could help the mayor, there are also some, I'll call them bonus points you can have here. If you have a green building, you'll get some additional points depending on the construction and delivery system that you undertake. You may get some extra points. So your reimbursement percentage has a tendency to go up if it goes well. It should not be less. It should only be more if we do all the right things and you help us make the right decisions.
Okay, all right.
We're at 61.26% now.
Yeah, because I just went through one building, 5 years, so, okay.
All right.
Thank you. I just
And
wanted to be sure.
the last thing on the finance plan, I'm obligated to produce a plan in the time frame of final adoption by MSBA. So we're working on it now. We'll have something for the community real soon, I hope. But when we go in for that final approval, we will be obligated to enter into a finance agreement with the state, and either we can produce the goods or we can't, and we're going to produce the goods.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Jim? I'm sorry, do we have someone here? Barbara?
Did somebody want to?
Barbara?
Yeah,
Go ahead, right ahead.
Yeah, I do want to thank the committee. It is a lot of work, and it really looks terrific, even though I don't understand it. It's wonderful, and I know it's going to be a big success, but I will tell you quite truthfully, our work is just beginning. The hardest part is going to come now, convincing the town council and the people in this town to accept this project. I'm not hearing good things, but on the other hand, there are a lot of people out there who are willing to support this, and we need to get behind them. This is just too important to sit back and let things happen. Without our support and our push for this project, it's just not going to go through. But I have every faith that the people of Methuen will see the importance of it and approve the project. I'd hate to see all your work go for nothing.
It won't, Jim?
Good evening. I have on my desk back at school a draft for tours of the high school during the school day. And I was going to mention it again to the superintendent. I wanted to really start these in March, possibly in April. Sooner the better in terms of getting the folks in the building. And not just for parents of grade 8 students, grade 7 as well. But I think during the day, tours are important to see the school in operation. And we're looking at mostly parents come in, and we've showed the 7th, the 8th grades already. We want the parents of the community to see the school in progress, to see the building. They've seen it during open houses at night, and that's fine, but I really think you get a good flavor of the school by looking at it during the day. So they'll be seeing a notice come out soon. And we're aiming for the 9th. You know, I think it's the 15th, but I'll double check on that and confirm it.
Well, I think the superintendent can tell you that the difference, one of the differences early on in the process was bringing the MSBA folks out during the operation of the school. And, you know, you have to say that the school deserves a lot of credit, because as the MSBA looked at the building itself from afar, they said, you know, the building has been kept in great shape, and the school department deserves a lot of credit for that, almost too much credit. But when they came out and they saw that, I think it sort of flipped their opinion on where we were and what we needed, and it was a big difference. So it's a great idea. Ken?
Bill, do we have an expected timeline, how long it'll take from the time we sink the first shovel till the end? I know it's always different than what we expect, but I'm going to ask.
Gino?
Somewhere between, I'd say, 24 and 30 months, depending on the process we undertake for construction.
24 to 30?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's
And
right.
because it's a phased project, we have to make sure we do this in an orchestrated manner. It's called controlled chaos, but we'll do a good job.
Okay. Thanks very much, thank you.
All right. Anything else from the committee? Ken?
And again, this has to be conveyed. When I was on the city council and the school committee before then, the prior school committee, our future accreditation is contingent upon passing this renovated project. And look at a community that's lost its accreditation, how it decimates your property values. There's a direct relationship. If you don't have children in the system, definitely take that into account. We'll be on the front lines fighting for a renovated high school, but I pity the person that, in the light of lost accreditation, their property values in the city of McClellan, because that's directly contingent upon it, passing this.
Gino?
Just a quick comment here. I know this is an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle in every town and city we go to because of the economic situation we're in. I know you have to look at now, but you also have to look at the future. What we're looking at right now, just as I don't want to do the marketing or PR pitch here, are the lowest construction pricing we've seen in decades. I've been in this industry for 30 years. I have never seen pricing at the levels we're seeing right now. You're also looking at a double bonus here with the lowest bonding rates we've seen ever. So I understand everyone is in trouble. I understand the issues. And it's not insignificant when you're at home and you're thinking about what you have to do for your family and stuff. But I think you have to look at the long term, as Mr. Willett said and everyone else is saying here, what is the benefit to the city overall in long term? It's time to do this is now. The school it needs it, the students need it, the staff needs it, and you're going to get the best deal over the next 2 years. And
speaking of accreditation, you're absolutely right. I had to submit last May a formal progress report to the MSBA. They're on my mind. To the NEAS, indicating where we were in the process. I got documents from the mayor's office. I had to submit all the backup materials and what have you. And Jim is going to have to continue to give yearly progress reports. And so we are being monitored by the New England Association of Schools and Colleges. Very much so.
I've had 2 communications already with them since I started at the high school. They're waiting for my pre-self-study report in April. And they have mentioned to me on a couple occasions through letters that if there's any drastic change in terms of budget, in terms of plans, please let them know. So I'll keep them posted, but so far so good.
Bob?
Yeah, I just want to say, we went through the last accreditation, and in all honesty, if it hadn't been for Arthur being there, I think we would have been in big trouble, and they made it very clear that it's not going to happen again, no matter who's there. And I just want to commend both Suzanne and Arthur for the time that they have put in. And, it's not something that you meet twice a month and that's it. I get emails all the time from Suzanne, and she's working in her classroom. She doesn't like to be out of her classroom. I understand that. And, so I think they both should be commended. And from a personal perspective, I've met a lot of parents in the last election